say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to spectacular Boca Raton, Florida, Flagler Credit Union Stadium, home to the Florida Atlantic Owls. As we'll see, the Florida International Panthers taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Atlantic Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So Florida Atlantic's offense will go to work first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Anderson.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
FIU will line up to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He's got great speed. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. On 2nd and 10, a 4-wideout set, trips right. He'll try to do it himself. There he goes. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And the Owls have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Caught behind the line. It's Carr. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on third. Touchdown! Owls! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And the Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out of the gun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Moving out of the pocket. He'll throw it. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like we just saw there.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Find some fresh air. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys up.
Got it in stride inside the 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Snags it quickly on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. FIU pushing tempo. They'll test the right side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, shotgun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. And the Panthers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. The give on the option. Got a little space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now they're going to throw it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll give it to the back. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter. And guys, Florida Atlantic is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the tight end. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. FIU will line up the punt. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. The Owls are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Fires it incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it first and 10 at the 50.
Here we go.
Lost a throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Carter. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. FIU pushing tempo.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on first and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. The throw. And a physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Trying play action. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Don't love the incompletion, but I do love the pass pro. Nice job winning the one-on-ones. We saw some double teams up front as well. This O-line right now, they're in a good rhythm.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete to the right.
That's a good example of why location on throws is so important. It's 3rd down, and if the quarterback just puts that in a better spot, his player can catch it and advance it and maybe get the first, but because he killed his receiver's momentum because of the poor throw, the defense was able to rally and make a stop.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Army pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Black Knights did.
Makes the catch down the right side. Touchdown Owls. He got it loose, and it was lights out after that.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about him. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He'll take a shot. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. To the air on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Going over the top. Makes the grab inside the 30. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Big fella moving. And he's going to score. Touchdown Owls.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Paul finds his man on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. FIU will line up to punt. Now on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Got it inside the 10. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
He'll bring it out. It's Chavez. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. With the catch, it's Vaughn. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Carter. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold defense.
You can grab, but you can't hold on. The defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out 1st downs on a penalty. Looking downfield on 1st down. The screen, he's got wheels. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit of his time to get to that 1st down marker. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Burke. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain. FIU pushing tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the 1st down. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Burke. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Wants to throw on first down. Time to take a shot. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here comes the heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. Florida Atlantic will try to kick it deep and break the seal on this second half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are...
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
After struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. From the gun, running back gets to give. Gets it past the marker. Breaks into the open on the left. Past the 10. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend.
Max going for the goal line. Touchdown, with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Leaves it with the back. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Now the play fake. Under fire. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job, man. You've got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Makes it past the marker. Bringing it back. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun to give to the back. Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. FIU will line up to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quarterback on the keeper. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a 1st down. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown. Little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Panthers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And the Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Panthers are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
42 Spider. Red pass, it's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Unleashes one deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. FIU will line up to punt. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Couldn't get away from... team, and they've got him down at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking for space, it's McGee. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. And guys, Florida Atlantic has the edge. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The option look. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same.
Turning it on! It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. The run from the shotgun. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Oh, there's an alley to the left. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Owls! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And the returner will be dragged down. The Florida International offense is back on the field. I can't think of anything that frustrates an offensive coordinator more than holding the ball a long time and having no points to show for it, David.
And Reese, first downs, yards, that's not even what they look at anymore. Yards don't really matter. You got to execute in those critical areas on the field and get points on the board.
Yeah, it was mental errors on that last drive, too, that led to negative plays. They got to get those things erased and pull it back together here on this drive. Go put some points up on the board.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They boot it away on 4th down. Books it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the foot. There he goes! Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's 1st down. The give and tick, 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 tick. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
And the Owls trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And the quarterback takes a knee. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. The quarterback takes a knee. A long way to go on 4th and goal. They'll try the right side. He'll be forced out of bounds. Stopped on 4th and goal. That one never had a chance. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That will put the wrap